Welcome to Bank on Her. I'm Mackenzie Conklin, and I teach you how to make confidence a strength in and out of your business so you can build self-made wealth and unrealistic success on your terms. I've gone from defeatingly low self-worth to a multiple six-figure entrepreneur by learning how to bank on myself, and I believe you can do it too. Listen to find out how. Been a really big day. I went and worked at a WeWork, and then I picked up my niece. I left, and we went to go meet my new baby niece who was just born yesterday. So it was all very exciting. But one of my friends called me today, and I've had this concept in Unlimited in my one-to-one coaching that I've had for so long, and I finally got to title what it is. And what we're going to call it is Encore Energy. And here's basically what I see happen a lot of the time. And I want you to take this in whatever context you want, whether it's in dating, with your career, with putting yourself out there, meeting new friends, or selling in your business. And so this usually happens when it comes to selling in your business. That's where I see it most with clients, or honestly, a lot in their relationships too. That does happen too. So what I'm talking about today is this concept of Encore Energy. And so I'm going to use the example of business. What I see happen all of the time is that when we put ourselves out there and we go to market, we go to sell, and we're really, really excited, we feel like we're doing this amazing job, and then we don't get instantly validated, or we're not seeing the kinds of results that we want, we end up pulling back into ourselves. We end up retracting. We end up retreating when that's really not what we need to be doing at that point in time. And the reason why this happens is that because we get in our heads and we develop the thoughts of any sort of variation of this isn't going like I planned, it's not working, my marketing's not landing like I thought it would, I'm not doing enough, they don't want it, they don't need it, they don't see the value, people don't want to work with me, and any variation in between. But what I tell my clients is that you need to almost have the exact opposite thought. And there's one thought that all of my clients can usually get behind, and it's the idea that people just need to hear more from you. And so when I was talking with my friend today, she was saying she thought her launch was done. She was ready for it to be done. And she decided to open up a couple more spots. So she has to go back out there, and it felt a little daunting. She didn't really want to do it, all of this. And I asked her, who's your favorite musician? And she said Rihanna, because everyone's favorite musician should be basically Rihanna. And I told her, imagine if you were at a Rihanna concert and she closed up shop. She was done, right? You were getting ready to leave the stadium. You had this great concert and you wanted to hear more, right? You always want to hear more of Rihanna. And then 5 minutes after the concert ends, she comes back out. You're going to be like, thank God I needed more Rihanna. I'm so glad I get more Rihanna. I wanted to hear more. And you're going to be so happy. And that's kind of the Encore energy. In your business, people just want to hear more from you. But what happens is that so often, too often, I see it with almost everyone, you're taking it as rejection. You're taking it as if, this is obviously a little dramatized, but it's okay. You're taking it as if people are booing you off stage. They're not booing you off stage. They just want to hear more. They just want to hear more from you. Usually when people haven't yet invested or haven't yet reached out or bought or whatever it is for you, or they haven't yet texted you back on the date, they haven't yet, validated that they want to be your friend, whatever it is, they usually just need more. It's not like they're sitting there not wanting to work with you and thinking that it's not worth it and all of these things. They just are sitting waiting to hear what else they need from you in order to buy, in order to want to reach out. It's not like you're being rejected, but too often we're taking it that way when really they're waiting for you to come back on stage and say more and speak to them more and speak their language more. They want to get to know you more, right? And so that's such a different energy. It's that Encore energy, what I'm now calling it. But it's such a belief that keeps me going so strong. It's like, oh, all of these people just need to hear more from me. And so I've seen my clients go from this retreating, retracting, pulling away, feeling rejected to, let me just get back out there. I have so much more to say. I have so much more to show them, and feeling confident and feeling so focused on their audience instead of this false premise that they've been rejected. In the example that I used to give back in the day was that if I pass a street corner of, a couple cute little girls selling Girl Scout cookies, I'm not going to buy on the first couple times. I genuinely really am not. Because I know what happens if I buy a couple boxes. They go that night. They don't stay long. And I'm just going to binge eat the cookies, right? And so I don't get it the first time. Those Girl Scouts just need to keep talking to me when I cross the street corner. I remember in college, there was this one little square in campus, and they were always selling Girl Scout cookies there when it became spring. And I would pass probably about 15 times before finally they would literally have to speak really loud. They'd have to get in my face. They'd have to be like, come on, you want the Girl Scout cookies, for me to actually go get those Girl Scout cookies. And so not only did I have to pass by 15 times and need to hear more from them, but the more confident they were selling it to me, the more I was going to buy the Girl Scout cookies. And so you need to be able to get in that quote unquote encore energy to be able to make the sales, to go on the dates, to do the things that you want to do. But if you're feeling quiet and small and rejected and you're pulling back, that's the exact opposite of what people need from you. So I want you to imagine you're Rihanna, you're selling Girl Scout cookies. Everyone loves Rihanna and everyone loves Girl Scout cookies. You need to believe that they want what you have, that they just need to hear more from you. And so I'm so curious how much more money you would make, whether you'd be in the relationship, whether you'd have the friendships you wanted, if you took the stance of, these people just need more from me. They just need this encore energy, rather than pulling away and feeling rejected. How much more success would you have? How much more would you make? Try this in the next couple weeks and see what happens. Okay, I'm so glad you listened. This might come out a little late, but you know what? If it comes out a little late, later than May 7th, and you want to take up this bonus, I'll honor it literally just the week after when this is released. But May 1st to May 7th, or the week after, I guess, when you hear this podcast, is the only week of the entire year. I do this literally once every year. The only week of the entire year where I offer massive bonuses for one-to-one coaching. So if you are someone who knows that you have this big, audacious dream, or you feel like you haven't been able to achieve your big, audacious dream in life or in business, and you know confidence is going to be the unlock for everything that you want, one-to-one coaching is perfect for you. It's confidence coaching, life coaching, business coaching, a little bit of everything, and it's really fantastic. Somatic coaching too. I do it all. So for just this week only, I'm offering 3 different bonuses that you get to choose from. So there's one really exciting bonus, another massive bonus, literally worth $2,500, and then a third bonus that is super fun and I've never seen anyone offer in the entire industry, but it's the offer that I really want to exist in the world. So I'm offering these 3 bonuses. And when you reach out and inquire about one-to-one coaching from May 1st to May 7th, or if the podcast again comes out the week after, you can do that as well, then you get one of these bonuses. And it's only this week that it happens. Any payment plan, doesn't matter. 6 months of you and me working so fast towards your version of unrealistic success. You can click the link in the show notes to book your call. You can also just message me on Instagram and we can talk about it. But I can't wait to hear what Encore Energy does for your life and meet you if you're my next one-to-one client. Thanks for listening. Bye.